Welcome back to Sports Talk ATL. I am Chase Earl, joined by Jake Gordon and Alex Lord. This Sunday, the Falcons take the field for the first time in the regular season against the Carolina Panthers, and I couldn't be more excited for this matchup. Me and Alex, we've said it multiple times on the show. Wait, we're all going to the game. I keep forgetting Jake's going to the game too. We're all going to be in the building. Hopefully, the Falcons get over 500 for the first time since 2017. Alex, I think you wrote about it on the site. Go check it out. At sportstalkatl.com. The Falcons have lost, 13 straight games where they've had the opportunity to go over 500, which is actually maybe more embarrassing than the fact that they haven't been 500.
No, it's not. Okay, never mind. I thought you were going to say something else.
No, I think it might be more embarrassing than the fact that they haven't been over 500 in the past 5 years. Like if they were just like the Texans and you were like, yeah, we've gone 3-13, like 7 straight years. The Falcons have had like plenty of opportunities to end this streak. I mean, for starters, the start of the season, you can end it every time at the start of the season. It's still 1-0. But this is the golden opportunity. I mean, we talk about this matchup. We've talked about it all week. The Panthers offensive line against this Falcons defensive line might be one of the bigger mismatches you find in the NFL right now. The Panthers wide receivers are injured. So even if Okudah doesn't play, which we kind of are leaning toward him probably not playing, there's really no reason to risk it, especially with this situation. Rookie quarterback, we love Bryce Young, but you can't. New system, new everything. Like, you can't end it here, man. I've lost all faith. I mean, I will go from being super excited about the Falcons this year, telling everyone we're going to make the playoffs, to just tank for a quarterback. Just get us out of here. Like, the conversations will totally flip. And it won't take much. Like, is there pressure on the Falcons to win this game?
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of expectations. They just spent a lot of money. Like, I mean, if you're in the NFL, there's pressure on you every day, every hour. Like, this is a what have you done for me lately league. There's people talking about like Bill Belichick, like, is he done? The guy's probably the greatest coach. Yeah, exactly. No, the guy's probably the greatest coach in the history of organized sports, and the fact that he hasn't won a Super Bowl in like 4 years, people are like, this guy's lost it. Like, he can't coach. Like, it's a what have you done for me lately league, and I mean. It doesn't matter what you've done in the past, and the fact of the matter is this regime has done nothing in the past. So, I don't think that they're on the hot seat. I think if they have an average year, I don't think that they'll be necessarily, I don't think they'll be on the chopping block. If they have a bad year, I think they could be fired. But if they go like 9-8 and don't make the playoffs, you best believe that's probably going to be the hottest seat in the NFL going into next season.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the crazy thing is if 9-8 doesn't get them a playoff spot, I would be shocked. I mean, whether that's
you get the point, though. I know what you're saying, but you get the point.
Yeah. This is it's a must win. I think the guys in the building know. I mean, there's palpable excitement. There's expectations around this team that Arthur Smith and Terry Fontenot have not experienced. Maybe fans were delusional in year 1 and year 2, expecting them to, maybe get over 500 because those rosters were just terrible. But now that everything's coming out, Arthur Blank didn't have those expectations. And that's all that really matters to these. That's who writes their checks and decides if they get to keep their job or if they're going to be, sending out their resumes. It was very clear Arthur Blank understood they had to have a year 1, year 2. Year 3 was kind of like a fake year 1 where it's like, now start grading us on, the results. And I think that, everybody in the building knows that. It hasn't been said, but it's certainly an unspoken, truth that, like, now this is for real. Everybody's just expecting something. There's actually proven players in the building, guys who have won. There's a different vibe around this Falcons team. They should, I said it on yesterday's show. This team should absolutely stop this Panthers team. I mean, they're injured. First of all, the Panthers are not a good team. Their defense is about the only thing going for them. Their offense doesn't have a lick other than Bryce Young. Though Frank Reich is a really good coach, is a brand new system. You could not expect a first-year head coach in the NFL to do much of anything. I do think Bryce Young is going to be a superstar. The only way the Falcons don't win is if Bryce Young just has an absolutely unbelievable performance, just a heroic performance, putting the team on his back. And that's certainly possible, but very, very unlikely. This Falcons team is not 2021. It's not 2022. And it's not only the people in the building, it's the attitude around the team. This is much different. That place is going to be rocking. Fans will feed off the team. Team will feed off the fans. It's going to be special. 2 scores.
Yeah,
I definitely.
You got to have some kind of pride. Like I would say.
But the thing about it is Bryce Young being special, considering the circumstances, really is like 250 yards and 2 touchdowns and no picks. Like that to me would be a special performance by a guy who's never. And listen, there is a scenario where that's enough to get it done. Let's say the Falcons or the Panthers can somehow establish a bit of a running attack. Bryce Young can make all the throws that he has to make, and the Panthers defense is able to slow down the Falcons offense. I think that's really the only scenario that we see where the Falcons lose this game is if the offense, particularly Desmond Ridder, doesn't perform well, doesn't play well. They turn the ball over. They make miscues and stuff like that. That's really the only way I see this team losing. And I think when you talk about pressure, and I know Desmond Ridder has gone out there and he's shown a lot of confidence. He said he's ready to roll. He said there's no anxiety. I just have a hard time believing that because all of this stuff is going to, like, nobody actually genuinely cared last year when you stepped on the field. Like, yes, we were all excited. There were no expectations for this team to make the playoffs. There were no expectations for you. Nobody cared. And I know, like, it's natural to have anxiety on your first time. This time, it's all on you, buddy. And I'm not just talking about Desmond Ridder. I'm talking about Arthur Smith too. Like, this time, it is all on you too. If you guys do not deliver and win this game, you are going to get the blame. Everyone is going to be crapping on you. Everybody is going to be pointing at Arthur Smith and saying, you should be fired and we should draft a quarterback. And I'm telling you, it will not take long for this. This fan base has been in shambles. They have legitimate hatred for the team. I've had hatred for this team over the last 5 seasons. If you don't win this game, it's going to go from excitement to everybody get out very, very quickly because we have cap space moving forward. We have all that. We have what we think a playoff caliber roster. If we can't beat a crappy Panthers team the first week of the season that we've been preparing for all off season, the narrative is going to change. We will be sick of it. Like I'm almost getting fired up just thinking about losing the game, and we haven't even lost the game yet. And I'm thinking, you lose this game, I will go full everybody down. Right.
Yeah, now. And you think about it too, a team that's drafted a tight end in the top 4 and a running back with the 8th overall pick, you better be in the playoffs. Like, you talk about not getting foundational pieces for a roster and, we know what we're doing. We know what we're doing. That's really going to draw a lot more scrutiny. Even if those guys are good, if the results aren't there, it's still going to draw more scrutiny. And it's still, like I said, will probably result in both getting fired within the next 365 days.
Now, this isn't groundbreaking analysis.
We got to wrap this segment up. We can continue talking about the Falcons after that, but we got to take a break. Coming up, we will continue this conversation about the Falcons.